Wow! I'm ready!
Where are you?
Going these days in my car! Beat out! Woo!
Hello?
You gotta be smiling, you gotta be dancing, you gotta be shaking that ass!
Woo! Oh, my voice is gone. Woo-hoo! What up, Murphy's Oil Wood Soap?
Interesting.
Solo energy. Welcome to the top 10, maybe even top 2 podcast on all the interwebs. No need to fear, the Boken Boys are here podcasting in your ear. From the Square Mile City, Frank Sinatra's Backdoor,
Backdoor Frank.
Hoboken, New Jersey. We are the Boken Boys. I am your extremely fat-filled with Chinese food Z.
Number one.
And in front of me, as always, is the relentless, risky, yet redeeming Bones.
Oh, a nice one. I haven't had a nice one in a while. It's been mostly ruthlessly mean.
Well,
Ruthless and relentless.
I figured since you
Rudeness
you
is what it's
motivated me to do the pod tonight, even though I wanted to do it tomorrow.
Yeah, it was a classic. Let's just do this tomorrow.
So I figured I'd be nice to you because we're doing the right thing.
Yes.
It's what the people want. They're clamoring for more Baker.
Baker's here. Just kidding. That would be funny.
Imagine he just walked in. 4 years ago today is the day I had the worst chicken fries of my entire life. Shout out to the rest stop.
Oh, yeah, I was there.
Was it
Monmouth.
Me,
It's the Monmouth.
Me, you, Lee, and Schley, I believe.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Monmouth rest stop
Yeah.
for having.
It was
chicken-
the first. It was chicken fries like right when they came out.
Yes.
Yeah, they were pretty new.
Well, not that day though. Like
No,
they
no.
had they had come out 8 hours earlier, I think, that day because they were rocks. You could have broken a window with those things.
Yeah, they were disgusting.
I haven't eaten a chicken fry since. Like
There's no reason. I don't know how they still sell them.
Like
That
totally
must have
ruined
been.
them.
Every other place must be great because I literally wouldn't even dare order those.
They used to be great. It was literally because it was a rest stop and it was like 4 a.m.
No,
and
it was.
Wasn't it late?
It was like 2:00 in the afternoon.
I thought it was late at night. I don't know. Whatever.
Either way, it was funny.
Either way, it was disgusting.
Oh goddamn bats! God damn it!
Shout out to DePau.
Pow!
Beautiful wedding last night down in Hazlitt.
Shenandoah. Oh,
Was it Hazlitt? Holmdel? Holmdel?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
How do you say that? Holmdel?
It's a Homedale.
Holmdel?
Homedale.
Hold on Dale? Hold my Dale.
Homedale.
Or Hazlitt. I don't know, it was one of those towns down there. So this is actually, I stayed with Val and Val's husband, and Val's husband was in charge of the hotel accommodations.
Oh boy, where'd you stay?
Well, he dropped it on us an hour before we left that it was a motel. and then when we got down there, the motel was very much under construction, like very much so. Like bulldozer outside. It probably was maybe a nice place, maybe, but we didn't even like get to the front door. So we were just like, all right. So we called the other hotel that was everyone else was staying at, even though we knew they were sold out. And they're like, we actually have one room left, but it doesn't have any hot water. So we were like, yeah, we don't give a shit. We all showered already.
Yeah.
Like we were ready to go. So we're like, sold. We'll take the fucking room. They're like, sir, there's no hot water. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like we just want to stay there.
Is there water? Okay, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And when we got there, actually, there was hot water. So I don't even know what the fuck they were talking about. And they gave us like a huge discount on it.
Because there was no hot water.
Yeah.
It's like, well, we'll think about it. Yeah, we'll take it. I
We
guess.
got better than like the wedding rate. And we booked it the day of. And we actually did have hot water.
What you're saying is Val's husband actually did a good thing.
It was
Shocking.
His
Wait.
improper planning turned out to be a good time.
Yeah.
The wedding itself was a beautiful wedding. Maya looked great. DePau looked like shit. It was at like a barn. I've never been. It was like, and the first time I had done this before, it was like a separate.
So
So
in a parking lot?
No.
Okay.
the barn had like what all the the eating and the speeches and stuff, and then we went separate across the way to the other, like to the barn itself. We were like in the tent for that. Went to the barn for the dancing and stuff. I've never been to one of those before. It was very interesting. I did enjoy it though. It was very nice.
Separate the food and the fun.
Yeah.
I like that idea though, because then you feel like then you actually eat. Because I feel like I don't eat enough when the fun is right there in front of me.
True, because I just want to have fun.
Correct.
So
'Cause
we
girls
actually
just want to have fun.
There was pretty much no dancing up until dinner was done, and then it was like, okay, now everyone's got to go fucking dance.
Was it like the cake was done too there, or did they bring the cake?
Yeah, well, no, we went back out for the cake after we danced for a while.
Was this like half a mile down the road, or was it?
No,
right there?
no, it was close. It was. I'd say like since it was a barn, I'd say it was about 100 paces away, maybe 50 paces.
Classic dual pace. All
Yeah.
right, so dual distance.
So it was one of those type of deals. But it was nice that they played Shout. Joe and I took it up to Val's husband and I took it up to a whole nother level.
Mr. Cardesi, yes, right.
Yes, Mr. Cardesi. And then there was a nice Celine, but not My Heart Will Go On. It was the When You Touch Me Like This one.
Oh,
So
when
it
you
was
touch
all
me
coming back
like
to me,
this.
yeah.
That's a great one though.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. So it was a good little sing song, ding dong, dance. We enjoyed ourselves. Really good time. Shout out to Drew. He gave an incredible best man speech. It was awesome. I did get West Virginia to play.
I was gonna say I didn't see
did
any
I send
videos.
it to you guys? I recorded a video. I think I just never sent it because I got too fucked up. But I got the third song in was West Virginia. Third song in. Like immediately I got it right away.
Were you like? Did you slip the DJ at 5 or something? Or
I
like
just went
a
over to him.
10?
I was like, "Can you play Country Roads like maybe
Now?
13 times and now?" And he listened to me.
Wow.
Shout out to Mike for some nice cigars. We indulged in those actually throughout the course of the whole wedding.
How many did you have? Or just you had one and you just
I
kept
just had
it?
one. I kept going around to it.
Were you allowed to smoke in the barn? It is a barn.
Right outside of the barn. So roughly 25 paces outside of the barn, in between that and the tent where we ate. So
Were there any animals in the barn?
there were no
Other
animals
than
in the barn.
you
just
guys
me.
on the dance
Yeah.
floor.
Oh!
Knock on wood.
We got animalistic. It's big shout out to Kristen Kurt's husband, Adam, who is just such a beautiful, tall man, such a nice person.
Ah.
It was good to see. Like I saw a lot of people from high school. It was good to see everyone, but haven't seen Kristen in a while. So shout out to you, but even more of a shout out to your beautiful big husband. He's a great man. I kind of just want to do the second half with him.
Of life?
Yeah. Be like, hey, if things don't work out, like, I'm here for you. What else do I have here? I think that was pretty much the after party. We was at the bar downstairs, which there was 4 weddings going on.
4 in the barn.
4 weddings. No.
In the area.
At the hotel.
Okay.
It's like the after party. We walked in and it was just like, it was like a rap music video going on in there. It was kind of interesting.
That was at Luke's wedding was kind of the same. There was like another wedding. It was like the timing worked out because the after parties, like we had our first night there
Yeah.
when there like 2 weddings had their after parties. Like it was kind of annoying the first night, but then the second night it was just us and another wedding never really came. But yeah, that's
We
so
were
what
there
happened.
for like 10 or 15 minutes. After the 4th Ja Rule song, we decided to go upstairs and yeah, every dog needs a lady. Put it on me. Yeah, I went to jail.
Why is that like a go-to after party? I feel like I heard that at a lot of after parties. Is Ja Rule is on Schleier's? They played like a couple Ja Rule songs.
You feel nice and loose, and you can start rapping. You feel like a good person.
But why is Ja the choice?
He's a good sing song, but not poppy.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
All in all, though, great wedding. Shout out to Pal. Shout out Maya.
Pow!
You look great. Awesome times. I actually don't have a wedding this weekend upcoming.
Woo!
I have, after having 3 in 7 days, my body and wallet are in full recovery mode for 13 days. So I have to go to another one. So
What'd you do the first thing you got back from the wedding this morning?
I was sweating profusely and may or may not have gone to the bathroom and relieved myself in several ways.
It was just.
I'm not known for being a quiet
I
vomiter.
literally looked at Dane and I said, "Listen to this." It was just like, shh, shh.
I will say that was the best shower I feel like I've ever taken in my life afterwards.
You were like completely like normally after weddings you're like asleep.
Yeah.
For the day, you were completely fine
I think it's because I got all the poison out of my system.
instantly.
And we had number 1, you're on the hot seat. We ordered number 1 Chinese food for the maybe 8th Sunday in a row now. It's ever since I've
Our
moved back
barman
in here.
ordered it twice.
Our apartment ordered twice. And I went to go see Jen with 2 N's over at the Cardesi residence. And they
they
ordered
didn't.
number 1 Chinese as well.
how much money did we spend? $150
we-
on number one between the 2
three,
apartments.
Yeah, between the 2 apartments. And I had
That's
an egg roll there.
disgusting.
So I
That's
have
disgusting.
Well, number 1's been all around, but it took a while for them too.
So they ordered same time Madison ordered. She got it at $7.50 something, $7.55. She ordered it at $7.20.
So that's a long time for them. Because
Yeah,
we had
but
12
it's 7 p.m. on a Sunday during football. Like, this is prime time.
We had a
football
12-minute
ordering
delivery
time.
last Sunday. 12 minutes.
Yeah,
This,
but that was the Labor Day weekend.
this Sunday, it was
Nobody was here.
like 40 minutes almost.
Yeah, it was mobbed.
Number one, you're slipping.
Still just as good, though. So
It was delicious.
No,
That's-
I mean, like, I ordered something on Saturday night, 8 o'clock. I'm like, all right, so it won't take too long. Took an hour and 30 minutes. And it said 40 to 50.
Yeah, I mean, number one, so beautiful. I think since I moved back in here, it's got to be like 7 or 8 Sundays in a row.
I got to stop eating it.
that
We
we've
have to
eaten number.
stop.
Well, with
I
the
can't.
diets, literally the diet starts on
The
Monday.
diet starts on Monday.
The
Wow.
diet starts tomorrow. We have
Bringing
our
it back?
freshly came. So I think I'm gonna give a diet update.
I got so
starting-
many chicken pestos. I think I got 3 out of my 6. I was like, how many chicken pestos did I put in here? Oh, a lot. This was bad.
The pasta-based dishes at Freshly. Shameless plug here is pretty good. So they're gonna be a nice diet starter for us.
We're going to
tomorrow.
plug something else in Corda's Corner. Hash.
What are we plugging?
You'll see.
Oh,
You'll hear.
Okay.
Have a splash.
oh, that's
Have a
right.
splash.
Have a splash. So that was our weekend. Upcoming. So this will come out obviously on Monday. We'll have a pod.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
like
We'll be
6
listening
hours.
to it today,
In 6 hours.
and then we'll be doing
Oh, my
a
God, the Red Sox.
gambling pod on Thursday. That'll come out. We'll probably do it Wednesday night. It'll come out Thursday, just in time for your NFL and college picks.
Is Mike coming down to do Ways to Die Saturday?
Well, that's a
Chili
good question.
confirm that?
We should talk to him. Yeah,
Chili's already asleep, but we'll confirm.
potentially having a top 10, maybe even top 2 with Big Mike on worst ways to die. I believe. I think that was the topic they wanted to have.
Yeah, either way, I want Shirley to talk about his girlfriend's father that won the $84,000 at the best thing that happened to the Jets this
And then left him
tonight.
at a Starbucks down the block.
and literally wouldn't drive him to Hoboken. Incredible. And
So wait,
no,
where was she? I guess she didn't go to the game with him.
I have
It would
no
have been
idea.
funny if,
I
he,
assume
if he drove her home and was like, "Nah, I'm not taking you though." And just dropped him off
No,
at
you
a
get the
Starbucks.
fuck out of my car. Like, who the fuck do you think you are?
Who were the Falcons? Oh, never mind.
I can't believe you won $84,000. Though. That's incredible.
And it was literally like 20 minutes before Bob, MVB, Most Valuable Bob, called me and was like, "Would you do the raffle at the Jets game?"
no,
Like,
he
yeah, the
did.
stupidest question you could ever ask. Of course you do.
Yeah.
You have to do it. I love 50-50 raffles. I've never won one ever, but
Nobody
I love
ever.
them.
Nobody ever. I've never heard of anyone winning one.
Well, Sam's dad did.
This guy's lucky in more ways than one, huh?
Yeah, that's true. Shout out to
He's got to start playing the lottery daily.
every day.
Like,
I have a couple little topics here at the beginning if we want to jump into a couple. Oh, actually, you want to do the NFL or you want to save that for I Like Sports?
yeah, why don't we do that at I Like Sports? Why don't we just do that now?
Yeah, we can go right into I Like Sports.
All right. Well, you know.
Is that what we're going to do?
we're going to do that?
Okay.
Can I get a
Wham, 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 wham.
a
Before
little
we
quieter
actually...
than normal? But go ahead.
Little what?
No, nothing. Just a little
You told me
quieter.
it was too loud before.
I mean, it was like screechingly loud. But go ahead.
Before we get into the NFL games today, why don't we talk about the AB saga real quick? That fucking... This is the craziest maybe 2 weeks for a player ever, I think.
No, also Randy Moss. Everyone's comparing it to Randy Moss. He actually, if you look at it in 06, he went to the Raiders, got traded to the Raiders,
Yeah.
got cut for disciplinary purposes, and immediately got picked up by the Patriots.
I thought that was that the Tennessee Titans year, though? Didn't the Titans play? He played with the Titans for a year, too.
No, it wasn't the Titans year. I read it. I don't know. I saw some
Yeah.
sports analyst put it on Twitter, and
So this is like basically the exact same thing.
yeah,
going
but
over
just
again.
way crazier.
So so he had all of his problems with the helmet and his feet, blah, blah, blah. Then he finally decided that he was going to go and play. Then he got fined by the team. He posted something on the internet about it. He made up. First of all, he called Mike Mayock, the general manager, a cracker, and like started yelling at him in front of the team. Within 24 hours, he apologized to the team with the team captains with him. 24 hours after that, he was on Instagram basically telling the Raiders to cut him.
Well,
And then they cut him.
They fined him $215,000.
They voided it all $30 million of his contract, basically,
Well, no, they fined him $250,000.
which did void the guaranteed money.
Did it?
Yeah, that's why he left. He had no more guaranteed money left. It was basically going to be a week-to-week contract, and he would only earn.
Oh,
that
I
money.
didn't know that part of it. All right, well then he should have gotten cut.
He didn't want to play without guaranteed money.
So you saw I sent this today. Hold on. that what he met with, sought out advice from social media consultants for ideas on how he could accelerate his release with the Raiders.
Insane.
So, I mean, like, the Raiders have to be able to, like, I guess they can't, there's nothing to be done because did they pay him any money? He usually have to pay back every dollar that they paid him.
He had $1 million guaranteed if he showed up to like 80% of practices, but he didn't.
He didn't.
He didn't even just for training camp. So he literally got not a dollar, and the team lost the 3rd and a 5th round pick to get him.
And it happened the same thing last time, too. They lost 2 picks to Minnesota, or a pick to Minnesota
For that.
for Randy Moss, and then the Patriots got Randy Moss. So the Patriots
don't
are
trade
cucks.
don't trade for receivers if you're Oakland. Just don't ever do it again.
Yeah, it's incredible. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Maybe they'll shock everyone and win. Week 1 football, no rhyme or reason to who wins or loses. This won't decide anything. Obviously Kansas City, the Patriots.
Well, last year the Jets butt fucked the Lions. I remember week 1.
Yeah.
And then
The
Jets
Lions
obviously
tying
weren't
with the
that good.
Cardinals, that means nothing.
But then
the Cardinals are still going to be
then
bad.
3 weeks later, the Lions beat the Pats. So nothing made any sense.
Yeah. That is the Patriots 1,000% of a deal with the devil. They are all going to hell, and they don't care. That's why they're kissing
Don't
each
talk
other.
so negatively about the greatest franchise in the
No,
world.
I mean,
besides the
they do
Giants.
some very. They don't care who's on there, and you won't hear a peep from AB for the rest of the year. You won't hear a fucking peep.
Him and Josh Gordon will just live happily ever after together.
Yeah. There won't be anything that comes out in the news. They'll have them fully. They've figured out how to fully stop these guys from being pieces of shit for 1 year, and then they let them go.
Well, because they'll just cut them immediately, and they don't
Instantly.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
So you put one thing on. I don't care. One thing on Twitter,
You're
done.
out. Yeah. Now, this is unrelated to sports, but I just have to ask you a question. Since AB called Mike Mayock a cracker, is that
Racism.
how is that even if anyone called you a cracker, would you be offended?
Not really.
I would laugh at them and be like, is that supposed to make me upset?
Yeah.
It's the worst racial slur in the language.
Well,
that, and if you called me a honky, I'd start laughing too. I'd be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, whatever, man.
Yeah.
Is that supposed to upset me?
Well, it doesn't upset us because we're white, and white people naturally by birth in the United States.
Look, we've had a good run. I get it.
I mean, history.
Yeah.
it's not had a good run since.
Yeah. I get it. I'm just saying, in general, there's got to be a word that should be able to upset us by this point. They got to get creative. And by they, I mean everyone that's not white.
Yeah, I got upset by being called a pussy or a bitch. That bothers me.
Yeah, that doesn't really bother me because I am all of those things.
Yeah, but saying it and depends how you say it. And it's if I don't know you or you're you work for me, yeah, sure, I'm going to be pissed off.
They called me a cracker. That's the best you got? You called me a cracker?
If the reverse, think about it this way. If Antonio Brown was white and Mike Mayock was black and he dropped an N-bomb on him, he would be Riley Cooper.
Yeah. Who we don't talk about.
Yeah.
One more thing before the actual games itself. I saw this on Twitter. It's the Las Vegas value of each quarterback, their spread value of each quarterback. So the best one is Aaron Rodgers is worth 7.5 points. They handicapped all of the starting quarterbacks. Can you take a guess as to who the only quarterback is that is negative value for his team? His name rhymes with Sheila.
Oh, damn it. I was going to say Josh Rosen?
No. Eli Manning is the only quarterback that Las Vegas, he is a +1.
So
if
he didn't have a
starts
bad
the
game.
he's
You look at his game.
+1.
He was 30 for 44 for 300 yards, a touchdown, and 1 fumble, which it was a 4th down. It didn't matter. They were getting the ball there anyway.
I'm not saying it was his fault today, but I'm just saying Vegas views him as +1.
Our defense is somehow worse than it was last year. Antoine Bethea needs to retire now.
Well, that one play where he just ran in between 2 guys chasing after the guy running with the ball. And just
he literally
blocked
picked him.
He picked his own players, and then they took off for 80 yards.
Yeah, Michael Gallup gets it was like an Odell Beckham route.
It was a little slant route that he just took to the house.
And Bethea comes down and just picks 2 guys, and he's not. He's so slow. He can't catch anyone.
He's 35.
Yeah.
What? We let go of Landon Collins.
No.
Basically, for this.
No, not for Bethea. We
He's a
got
safety.
no. He's not. He's technically a corner. Whatever.
He's in the secondary.
He's in the secondary.
We let him go for no reason, basically.
Yeah, George, let's
Collins, whatever. But Collins is a pretty good player.
Yeah, but he's on the Redskins, right? Did you hear a word out of him today?
No, but he played well.
Did he?
I saw him make a couple big tackles in that game.
Yeah. Did he do any tackles in the second half? Because it didn't look like anybody on the Redskins was tackling in the second half.
I think the Redskins are who we thought they were.
They were who I can't believe I almost didn't cover. I teased them to 16.5, and that almost didn't happen.
So the 1 o'clock slate had, let me go through, my lock, well, we'll get into this on Thursday.
Yeah.
My lock of the week,
Yeah, don't talk about any of your bets from Thursday.
the Rams won 30-27. That was kind of an uninteresting game. Wasn't really anything.
Push.
McCaffrey, though, went off. He had like 200 total
He
yards.
had the most rushing yards.
three touchdowns or 2 touchdowns. He had a fucking game and a half.
Yeah.
Cam Newton's arm did not look as noodly as I thought it would, but it
also
didn't
week
look
one.
good.
Yeah, it's also, and he didn't throw that many deep balls.
True.
Like
and
he was throwing a lot of dip, dive, dump,
yeah.
dip, dive.
And he didn't
dunk,
have that
drive,
same zip
and
on the
dodge.
ball that he used to. So the jury is still out on you, Cam, or as we call you, Scam Newton. The Titans took their big old dicks out and shoved it down Baker Mayfield and the Browns' asses, and it was not pretty. They murdered them.
Well, it was close for a little bit when it was 3-0.
Then Baker threw 3 picks in a row.
That was the end of the game, yeah.
They-
and a pick six, right? Or no, just 3 picks.
That
was Jameis,
It got to
sorry.
nine.
Jameis threw 2
I think
pick
it got
six.
to 19-13, and he started dancing in the end zone when he threw a touchdown. And then they went on to score like
They
24
scored. Then they lost by
straight
30.
points.
Yeah. And then Derrick Henry just was like, all right, I'm going to ride the ball down your throat.
Nothing is making me happier than to just see Odell Beckham leave the Giants and go to the Browns and watch them lose.
I don't know what
So
people
great.
expected. This isn't the NBA. You can't have like 5 superstar of like the scoring positions on the team and have no offensive linemen.
Yeah, their line
Baker,
sucked.
he threw 3 picks, but he had about a half a second.
Yeah, he
behind
was
the line.
running for his life the whole time.
Yes, which is going to be all year because they have no offensive linemen. So if your line's that bad, you're not going to win. Just look at the Giants for like the past 7 years. They have a terrible line. They can't win a game. It doesn't matter how good everybody else is around them.
We got to pour one out for Big Dick Nick, who
Done.
collarbone, clavicle, whatever you want to call it. So he's out for probably most of the season. But we got to see the greatest quarterback,
Minshew too.
Kurt. Was it Kurt?
Brandon.
Brendan. Let me see his name.
Minshew too. I don't know. Whatever his name.
Minshew 2.
Minshew 2.
It's G. Gardner
Minshew 2.
Minshew
2. He's
I
22.
refuse to call him the second. He's
Minshew 2.
Minshew 2.
He's Minshew 2.
What a great quarterback
Ah.
name. He actually didn't look terrible, to be honest with you. I mean, he played against a shitty defense, but he didn't have a bad
It's like bless
game.
you too. Minshew 2.
Let's see. Like his numbers were 22 of 35. Oh, I'm sorry, 22 of 25.
Yeah.
275, 2 touchdowns and a pick.
Yeah,
That's
he brought him back
fucking
in the
great.
game.
That's
but
great.
The play that Big Dick Nick got hurt on, what a pass. Just
On a
perfect pass.
Beautiful. Dropped her into Baby
Like,
Chark.
nowhere else to play.
Baby Chark. Do. Baby Chark. Do. Right into his hands.
That was wonderful.
and then he got that.
Well, he just
you knew he was
stays
done.
in the pocket. He's a football player. He stayed in the pocket and he threw the pass and he took a hit. He didn't bitch out of it.
And then we got into the other just total raping of the day. The Ravens
No, my.
murdered the
You know how many
Dolphins.
I think Lamar Jackson had 7 rushing yards
He only ran it 3 times, I think. He had
and 326 yards passing and 5 touchdowns.
3
Five
carries,
passing.
3 carries for 6 yards.
6 yards.
That's it.
sorry. Yeah.
But he threw it 17 of 20, 324, 5 touchdowns. Hollywood Brown is a star. 4 catches, 147 yards, 2 touchdowns. He balled out. Every time they cut to the game, they're like, Hollywood Brown.
Yeah, but they were all his 2 touchdowns were like 50-yard deep balls.
Yeah, well, and then
3
the one, he
touchdowns,
took that
3
one slant. He just ran away from everyone.
His real name's Marquise, but Hollywood's way cooler.
Yeah. And shout out to Bob Griffin, who got to play today, the third.
Oh yeah, and threw a touchdown.
Bob Griffin 3.
And threw a touchdown.
Robert Griffin 3.
Ah.
Had 6 of 6, 55 yards, and a touchdown, 4
It's
carries,
like
9
Paul
yards.
and Vincent. Robert.
Yeah.
Bob.
Robert Griffin 3. So that, like the Dolphins, man, they looked like they didn't want to be there. Their defense is atrocious.
So they said they only kept 22 players from last year.
yeah, there's 30.
There's 31
31
players.
brand new players.
Brand new players. they're going to go 0-16. I think it's a good. They don't even have to tank. They will lose every game. You can't have 31 new players on your team. That's not possible. It's not college. You can't do that.
You can't have that turnover.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson literally had like an old Louisville college game where they were playing some garbage team, like Louisville State. Nobody's ever heard of them. They're like D1 AA, and he just goes off on them. He just didn't have to run the ball.
I guess the Josh Rosen era didn't get off to a great start either. He went 1 of 3, 5 yards, 1 pick. So great numbers from Josh Rosen.
Some Nathan Peterman stats.
And then he was literally playing against the backup defense at that point. So, although the Ravens were up like 35-0 at one point.
They just kept throwing
and
the
they
ball.
did a fake punt for a touchdown. like Harbaugh's so cruel.
Well, no, at that point they were
murdering them.
They
and
were
he's like-
testing out plays for other teams.
It was crazy. I'm like, did they just do a fake punt? Like, there's no way Miami's get back in this game. And he was just like, fuck you, I'm going to rub this in.
How easily are the Patriots going to run away with the AFC East? They're obviously it's going to be. They're going to have it clinched by week 8.
Well, that was,
say week 9.
That
maybe?
was the next game up. Was the battle of the Bills and Jets. Jesus, was that just disgusting? We have most of our friends are Giants or Jets fans, but there's a lot of Jets fans, and we have one Bills fan, B Rush. Shout out B Rush.
Who took the money line, nicely done.
Took a money line, and then would just throw in little comments here and there in the group chats just to make.
But
it
he was
really
quiet
sink in.
when the Jets were winning, and then when they came back, he goes, "Oh, the Jets look great. The Jets are incompetent." Right away.
Well, he was making fun of the Bills though. In the beginning of the day, he's like, "Wow, we look so great right now." When it was like 14-0 and they couldn't do anything.
Well, Josh Allen couldn't complete a pass.
Josh Allen hates throwing the ball. He absolutely despises throwing the ball.
Steelers, can you fucking cover this 7 points?
254 passing yards, actually.
Well, yeah, the second half. Once Mosley went down.
Yeah, C.J. Mosley was killing it.
Yeah.
And then
he literally he stopped the Bills completely.
He had like a sack. He had a pick six.
Pick 6. He had the only points of the game for the first quarter.
Yeah.
He was doing everything for them. The second he was out, the Jets stopped doing any defense. They stopped playing defense. He's literally the
defense.
the quarterback of the defense. He is the Tom Brady for that defense right now. And if he doesn't, sorry to Jets fans for saying the Tom Brady of that defense. He is the Joe Namath of that defense right now.
Le'Veon looked pretty good, but the funniest stat of the day was Jamison Crowder had 14 catches and did not have over 100 yards. He had 99 yards. How do you catch 14 balls and not break 100 yards? Like
They're just passing behind the line.
It was insane.
That's the other Jets issue is they have no offensive line.
Yeah,
Their defense is fine, of course.
I felt terrible for Darnold, even though Daniel is better than Samuel.
Yeah.
Which we all know.
Dan's better than Sam. Dan the man.
But poor Jet. I mean,
we'll have to say he butt fumbled. He technically butt fumbled.
He
didn't have his ass in the face, but he did hit a ball off his own player's ass and fumble the ball.
Yeah, but no one cares.
But his passes looked wonderful. The 4 passes he threw.
Yeah.
3 for 4 looked perfect. Just they're harder than Eli's. They're more accurate right now. I still don't think he should start next game.
No, I mean,
because they're going the Bills' defense is good, and they will go through our line.
Clearly, the problem. I mean, we'll get into the Giants now, and then we'll circle back to a few more. The Giants 35-17, terrible. The defense is atrocious.
I teased them to plus 13. I'm like, all right, we got this, right? The defense,
It was bad.
The first drive they punted. I'm like, okay, so defense wasn't too bad. We drove down the field. I'm like, you got our hopes up. We're done. 7-0, done.
Maybe this was a long con because Dak Prescott looked like Joe Namath out there. Maybe this was just like Joe Namath. No, Joe Namath sucks. I'm sorry. He looked like Brett Favre out there. I think it was a long con by the Giants to be like, yo, this guy's really good. You should probably pay him, even though Dak kind of sucks. So now they're going to pay Dak a shitload of money, and now he's sucking our division.
So you think the Giants trolled
purposely,
the Cowboys?
Yeah. Like, Jerry, you got to pay this guy. Look how good he is. We can't beat him. He's so great.
He threw for 405 yards.
Oh, he killed us, but that was, I think it was solely a long-term play to make sure
he must have the record
forever.
For Cowboys quarterbacks for passing yards.
I'm sure Aikman had a couple games.
Not 400 yards.
He had a 405-yard game, Dak. Dak also is the quarterback who couldn't break 200 yards ever last year.
Well, no, the second they got Amari Cooper, it completely changed.
4 touchdowns, 405 yards.
And Gallup, who I have on few fantasy teams.
7 for 158.
Yeah, he was just it was perfect to have Amari Cooper. Who else they had? They had fucking, what's his name from the Packers?
Oh, Randall Cobb.
Randall Cobb looked great.
He was just having his way with our defense.
He hasn't been healthy on the Packers in 4 years, and all of a sudden he's just
He looked
perfect.
25.
He looked like
he was 25, and he was running all around. the defense is a problem. It's a big, big problem. The offensive line looked good, so that's a positive. Eli didn't look terrible. Saquon looked like a fucking incredible person that he is, so that's good.
Throw the ball, Ben. Fuck!
Oh,
sorry.
Big Ben with a fumble.
Oh, my
we got
God.
Pats Steelers game on right now.
First and goal.
I took the under, and I took the Pats minus 5.5. Both are looking primo right now.
Oh, my God. The Cowboys fucking beat the fuck out of us. That was bad. My buddy goes, it's going to be a long year. I was like, he's like, offensive line doesn't look that great. I was like, they didn't really have a chance to do anything. They didn't look terrible. Like did Eli get sacked once, maybe?
Nah,
But he didn't get touched.
He
He looked
looked good
fine.
in the pocket, too.
Yeah. Like Saquon had holes to run through. There were penalties we obviously fucked up. That's what we do. We get down close to the goal line. We fumble the ball. We throw a pick. We get stupid 15-yard penalties. And then we lose the game. And then our defense it's the worst I've ever seen in that game. That's the worst I've seen it in a long time.
I'm just not going to talk about the Falcons game.
Who are the Falcons?
Can
we talk about it?
No.
Come on. You have to.
Nope.
Why?
Because I'm just not talking about that game.
Why?
That was just disgusting.
Why?
Matt Ryan, I just don't like you. The win one for the Gipper game, the Chargers had to go to overtime to beat the Colts 30-24. Jacoby Brissett looked pretty good. Marlon Mack is a fucking man. He is a man. He was running all over that defense.
So
love Marlon
Does
Mack.
Melvin Gordon come back next week or hope that Eckler gets hurt in the next 3 weeks?
Eckler had, fantasy-wise, he
3 touchdowns.
40-something points. First of all, my running backs in one league are Marlon Mack and Eckler.
So you had a good day.
25 for 174 for Mack. He also threw in... Did he have any catches?
Eckler had 58 yards rushing.
He didn't have a catch.
58 yards rushing, and
96
then
receiving,
96 receiving.
3 touchdowns. Eckler with a day.
Yep.
And then I don't want to talk about this, but I guess we have to. I was
Wait, do you want to talk about the Bucks or the Lions?
the Bucks. I was so wrong about them.
They're not good, dude.
I thought maybe Bruce Arians comes in and just
It's game one, but they're not. Jameis is not
sprinkles a
good.
little love in. They played a terrible, like the 49ers have a shit defense. Shout out George Kittle, our best friend. I met him once.
Kerry Kittles.
Great guy.
I think they got to bring back Beathard.
CJ Beathard. Yeah, Garoppolo does not look good. But Tampa Bay, I'm like, all right, you know what? Bruce Arians going to get the shit together. Jameis won't be Jameis. And he just breaks my heart. He threw so many back-breaking interceptions and just like
You were going to cover
the ball.
like 2 out of 3 of your spreads, and then
I took Tampa Bay before the game. I took Tampa Bay in the game 3 different times. All they had to do basically was just come close.
they were at home.
They go for it on 4th and 7, like on the 10-yard line,
And they're down by 6.
Just
Down by 6.
Just 6 minutes in the game. Kick the fucking field goal. They don't kick the field goal. They come back down next time, kick the field goal. Then they come back down again. He throws a goddamn interception in the red zone. He's just so frustrating to watch play. Because every now and then he just throws these beautiful passes. And then he's a fucking idiot.
He is
He's a moron.
He's so dumb. He's so
And
dumb.
how do I not cover the fucking Lions game? How do I not cover the Lions? They
no,
were
wait.
24 to it was like 24-0.
The best
What
is you were
wrong
still going
with
to cover
them?
the 10.5 that you got for Tampa Bay, and then he throws a pick 6 to end the game. To end
Do
the
a pick
game.
6, James Winston. At least I put a lot of money on the 10.5.
You're like, all right,
I'm like,
I'll win
there's
the
no
10.5.
way they lose by 10.5.
They did.
San Francisco sucks, except for George Kittle, my best friend. But the Lions, how do you blow a game to a rookie quarterback who they had 58 yards of offense in the second half, like into the middle of the second half, 58 yards. What the fuck are you doing?
Listen to Kyler Murray's stats: 29 of 54, and he was 9 of 28 at one point. 29
for
of
like 40 yards in the middle of the third quarter.
308 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Well, like he pulled it out of his asshole.
Yeah, well, yeah. So it kind of reminded me, and I don't want to ever compare that Alabama game, but like he almost came back against Alabama last year in the playoffs. Like they were down a lot.
Yeah.
And like in the fourth quarter, he just like kind of took over and just started throwing deep balls, like hitting his guys, getting his guys rallied up,
Made a few
rushing.
good
Yeah, like
Larry Fitzgerald looked great.
What is this guy? He's I hate to say his name, the Tom Brady of wide receivers. Goddamn guy just doesn't die. He will never. Arizona.
They were
the
up,
Arizona Cardinals.
They're up 17-0. They're up 17-6. They're up 17-0. Then they're up 24-6. and then they just get killed. They tie the game. How do you tie the Cardinals? You can't be that bad, Detroit. Matt Patricia, you're like a defensive guru genius. You stifle this guy for 3.5 quarters.
Maybe his pencil broke.
And everything's great. And then all of a sudden you just let him like run. What is going on?
How do you tie them, though? That is
How do I not cover the spread, more importantly? They have the ball on the 10-yard line, first and goal. They're down 3 in overtime. All they got to do is score a touchdown. All you need to do is fucking put it in the end zone, and then I win because it was a 2.5-point spread.
How could Matt Stafford not drive down the field at this point in his career?
He did drive down the field, but he couldn't get to the fucking end zone. They put the kicker back out there. By the way, back to the Colts for a fucking second. Adam Vinatieri, retire. How do you miss 2 field goals and 3 field goals and an extra point? And you went to overtime. They could have won. They could have beat the shit out of the Chargers. What is going on?
Oh, no. And the
terrible bets.
Highlight of the Lions is T.J. Hockenberg.
T.J. Hickenlooper. That was the guy that
Hugenhagen, the Iowa tight end.
Hickenlooper was the guy that ran for president. He was like he's like some random ass.
Wasn't that the fake name you made up? Did you see?
No, Hickenlooper was the real name.
Okay, you made up some fake name, and I was like, who the fuck are you talking about? And you're like, I was just testing you.
John Hickenlooper, T.J. Hawkinson.
T.J. Hawkinson, unreal.
6', 131 and a TD
and a touchdown, and it won me our DraftKings, our little 5-game or 5-person league. You know what's annoying? Because I had 4 of the leagues. I didn't have this lineup in 4 other like big money pools on DraftKings Daily Fantasy. And if I did, I would have won a ton of money. Like I was like, I'm almost at 2. I was like, oh God, I would have won so much. God, I would have won like 1,001. It's so annoying. Unbelievable.
I used the same one in my DraftKings, and unfortunately, the love that I have for Christian Kirk and Albert Wilson, and
I ended up winning $5 in my other
do
one.
me very well today.
I started in my other one. Listen to where I started at quarterback.
I had James Winston.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Well, he didn't do well.
Oh my God, Marquise Goodwin, nothing.
Yeah, he didn't play well either.
I did have Hawkinson though. I had Hawkinson throughout.
I have never been so upset in my life to watch Christian Kirk only have 4 catches for like 30 yards, and Albert Wilson got hurt in like the first quarter and only had 2 catches.
How much of a letdown is Lamar Jackson going to be
next week
when he plays an NFL team?
When he throws like 10 of 40.
He played a college team, a legit college team.
He's going to throw like 10 of 40 for like 6 interceptions next week, and everyone's going to be like, maybe he's not good. No, you're right. He can't throw the ball.
I mean, he has a powerful arm, though. That little flick of the wrist.
So did Michael Vick.
Michael Vick was
the most inaccurate, probably, quarterback of all time.
I mean, he was pretty accurate today. He didn't.
Michael Vick, I said.
No, but Lamar was pretty accurate. You still have to be accurate, even when guys, like you're playing good teams.
Yeah, he's not. I don't think he's going to accurate enough to like. He was quote unquote accurate today because everyone was wide open. Hollywood Brown was just running by the defense.
No, he threw some dimes in there. You shut up.
I don't know.
I'm going to give him some credit. He played fucking well.
Oh, well, guess what? Next week, he's probably going to play well because guess who they're playing?
The Browns?
The Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, man.
Who, we're not good today. We're not good. That's going to be a disgusting game, too. Fuck. I don't even know what I'm... God damn it. At least I had Seattle almost blew their game. I had them in the survivor pool. What the fuck were they doing?
Pittsburgh on 1st and goal on the 5, and they kick a field goal.
Thank God. Let's go, New England. Hey, you know what? At the end of the day, I'm obviously a Giants fan, but I can always find solace in my second favorite team, the beautiful Tom Brady, the most amazing Bill Belichick, Robert Kraft, the owner, Josh McDaniels, the savior of the offensive coordinator. And you know what? I'm glad that something good finally happened to the Patriots and that Antonio Brown is going there. They deserved a break. They haven't gotten one in a while, so kudos to you. Do you have any other thoughts on the NFL?
Welcome back. Oh, my God.
And,
my God.
Dorset just had
Are you fucking kidding me?
Massive touchdown.
What are the Steelers doing?
I love the Pats.
Oh, my God.
The under's in jeopardy, but the Pats minus 5.5 is pretty solid right now.
This is fucking ridiculous.
They're the best.
No, the only thing I have to think about football
Patriots.
again.
Love the Patriots.
I'm still not nervous about Giants going 8-8.
The Giants suck, bro.
They do. I gotta stick with my gusto and say they're going 8-8. I think Jones may be starting next week. I think that was it.
What's going to happen when we play like the Dolphins? Like, should they just just cancel the game? Like, just don't let us play.
If we don't beat them by 30, we shouldn't be on the field.
We're not good either.
Yeah, but we're not Dolphins bad.
if we get the number 1 pick, do we take Tua?
No, Dolphins have the number 1 pick. Do not worry. They've got it.
Well, we have to play them, so it's going to be a battle of who fucking sucks more.
No, I think we're going 8-8 still. I'm going to stick with my guess. I got to stick with it. I can't go back on what I just said.
Honestly, the Lions, Cardinals, both are pretty bad too. One of them, no one actually won that game today. And I think that was the most fitting way to end it.
Who's it? Somebody in our group chat.
the Bills
Cardinals are
and
going to go 0-16 and win the
wild card.
wild card.
The Bills and the Jets both were pretty bad today too. Like that, their defenses look good, but their offenses were atrocious. And we're just not talking about the Falcons.
But I take solace in the fact that what I expected with the Browns is coming true.
Yeah, fuck Odell Beckham.
That's all. Like you can have Odell Beckham, Julio Jones, Josh Gordon, fucking every goddamn wide receiver, Saquon Barkley, and Ezekiel Elliott. If you don't have an offensive line, you will not win.
You need 5 big fat guys to protect
and their
you.
defense isn't that good. It's just clearly not that fucking good. Tennessee scored how many fucking points on you? Tennessee doesn't score over 20 points a game. They don't do that. They run the ball. They play fucking small ball. Baseball's fucking Yankees. They play small ball.
Small ball.
They play.
They bump the runner over.
They just run the ball and they play to win the game
Hit
because their
sack
defense
flies.
is good.
All right, that was the NFL.
I love sports.
Coitus Corner?
Oh, fuck.
You want to do the Coitus Corner? I have a few, and I know you have one.
I have one big one. That's all.
You've been talking about it for...
Just a day. Shut the fuck up.
Well, I think it's funny. It's very entertaining.
What is the... Oh, man. What is it? Is it this one?
The Coitus Corner. No, that's the Russian one. You're not doing well right now. You're not doing very well.
Sorry. I was playing blackjack.
Were you?
No.
Online gambling is the worst thing ever. Oh.
And the new DraftKings blackjack.
Oh, yeah. Step into the Coitus Corner. No one puts Coitus in the corner.
And just to jump in on blackjack, talking about getting fucked, play some DraftKings blackjack. The amount, it's
With the
so...
live dealer?
No, live dealer is not rigged. It's very noticeably not rigged versus the... it's just harder because it's just one-on-one. You don't have the spread of everybody playing. But
Yeah.
the DraftKings has their own, blackjack.
Yeah.
But it is more rigged than any. It is more... It's like 70% in DraftKings' favor. The amount of blackjacks in a row they were getting, and like 20s and 21, and like having a 6 showing and hitting a 3 or a 4 and like just winning on 19 or 20 when I'm staying on 5 because I'm like, yeah, or like 15. I'm like, yeah, you should lose this hand. Statistically, I should win this hand more times than not. And you're still getting 19s, 20s, 18s, 19s, 20s. Like they didn't get lower. They're bust 1 out of every 15 times, which is ridiculous.
I feel like you're surprised that an online
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But
rigged.
but this one is just more rigged than the other ones. You know what they took away? The one where you could trade in cards. That was my fucking
that was great.
favorite.
Yeah, I like
I
that
actually
one.
won a decent amount of money playing.
You could win all your money back on the hand before it was over.
Yeah, because you just trade in. Like you get a good card, just keep trading in for more money. I know why they took it away. Because like 6 guys figured out how to make a ton of money on it.
Probably, yeah. So
Coitus Corner.
Coitus Corner.
Yeah.
Do you want to start with your wonderfulness?
If you guys haven't seen this, shameless plug for hashtag Lube Life. It's not just a hashtag; it's lube. It feels great. It tastes better.
Jesus.
No, but this thing, it's hysterical. Their Instagram handle is hashtag
Well,
Lube
describe
Life.
the product.
It's lube. What do you want me to describe? It's fucking lube.
Oh, yeah, but it's not just regular lube.
I have it right here, so let me just pull it out.
It's like a squirt bottle.
It's a
of
squirt
lube.
bottle. It's a water-based lubricant.
Water based.
Yes. Good things about it. They care about hashtags. They care about lube. They care about life. Hashtag Lube Life forever. Have a splash. And then on the side, it says, if you lube it, they will come, in quotes, and then you're welcome on the bottom because they knew it was a great joke. If you their Instagram page is even funnier.
Lube Life.
Yeah, it's just fucking comedy about sex. And this came out, I did some research on it. It came out like a year ago, and they've just made comedy out of making lube. So it's doing well.
I didn't see the picture you posted first, and you just kept talking about Lube Life, and I was like, "What is he?"
Yeah, Charlie emailed. He's like,
what is he
"Are they
talking
paying,
about?"
Are they paying you for this?
And then I
was like,
finally
nope.
saw that what you posted. Like, oh, okay. I thought it was just out of nowhere. You're just talking about lube.
No. It's literally the company is hashtag Lube Life. Smart as fuck. So smart. We need to start making hashtag companies.
We're
then
a
your company
pro Lube Life company.
Pro Lube Life. And that's my Coitus Corner shameless plug.
So if you're in the market for a lube, we're a pro #lube life podcast.
Yeah. Have a splash. I fucking love that.
A couple things for the coitus corner. We were talking about this in one of the group chats the other day. We didn't get into too much depth about it, but what was sex like in like 1840? Like
Wooden. No.
How old? Wooden? Did you say?
Wooden condoms.
Wooden
That's what they use. Yeah.
Like it was like everyone smelled like shit.
So nobody noticed anything. If you smell like shit,
No, if I smell bad, I still notice a bad smell. There was no like running water, really. Like I'm talking about like old times, like let's call it 1400s. They were always hot.
Everyone had full bush.
Yeah, everyone had a shitload of bush, which it makes your shit like dick smell even worse.
Yeah, if you don't, and then you don't clean it.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Everyone was dead by 30 anyway. So I mean, like in realistically, it's like,
but like I feel like everyone was
Live it
always
up.
really hot or really cold. There was never.
everyone was fucking by 12. Like
Yeah.
they were like fully ingrained in their sex life by 12. They already can't get boners. They're already thumbing women at 12 years old because they only got 20 years left.
And they were always wearing these large outfits that just like masked the smell of everything. But as soon as you took that shit off, like it just would unleash probably. You ever wear like a sweatshirt for like 3 days in a row? Of
course.
And then you take it off and it's just like, oh, like you want to throw up because the stank has been released. Into
And
the
I feel like they
atmosphere.
only had like two things. They had
Yeah.
one thing that they washed,
Winter
and then the
and
other
summer. Hot or cold. That's all they had. But like the reason this came up is like, do you think George Washington ever got blowjobs from Martha? Like,
Oh my god!
could you imagine being a woman in the early 1800s and like blowing a guy? Like, no, I just.
Can you imagine going down on a woman in the early 1800s?
Oh, no. I mean, that's probably why women don't have any rights or didn't have any rights. They were just like, listen, bitch.
No, I'm not going.
We're
down
not going
on you.
down
I'm
on
not
you, so
going
we're
down
just
on
going to
you.
maintain this patriarchy, okay?
Yeah, we're like crabs, just like a normal thing in everyone's lives.
Oh, yeah. People probably just died of STDs all the time.
No, you know that is why.
Syphilis was like a big killer.
No, that's why the American Indians are no longer here. It wasn't because we like shot them all. It's the Europeans brought over
Disease,
STDs,
yeah.
STDs from
Well,
Europe.
it was like smallpox, but
yeah, but smallpox
And
and,
syphilis,
STDs
yeah.
and STDs.
we're like, here's some syphilis. And they were like, all right, well, we're just going to give you these sticks. They're going to give you cancer in like 20 years. And we're like, well, we're going to give you a disease that's going to ravage your body in a year and murder you. How about that? Like, we win.
Yep. Oh man.
But like eating ass too, like that was one of the things that came up. Could you? Like it's so gross to do that in this
Hold on. Time out.
1700s.
Let me. They used to use water because Europe's been using water forever to
What do you
clean
mean,
their
water?
ass. After you took a shit, they use water to clean their ass. So we use dry paper towels.
They
basically.
didn't have bidets everywhere.
No, but like they would just have a bucket of water with them and they clean their ass out. They didn't use paper. They didn't have toilet paper. They actually had cleaner asses than we did.
I don't know about
So
that.
I think eating ass was cleaner back in like the 1800s than it is today.
Yeah, but if they sharted, it just stayed in their pants
They didn't change.
until
they didn't have
summer
underwear.
or winter. Like
They
until
had long johns.
until the season changed when they had to change their clothes.
I wonder when underwear became a thing.
I don't know.
It's probably when they were actually underwear's probably been around for a while because they only had one thing to wear, so you had to block the shit
The
stains.
shit and cum and piss from
It was
everything.
probably a
else.
lot thicker too, a nice meaty underwear.
Oh, it was like a diaper.
Yeah.
They actually had diapers way before then. Oh, it was so disgusting. But I could never imagine. Like, sex must have just sucked. No wonder, like, every time you see them do it in a movie, they just, like, pull the girl's, like, dress up and then they just, like, plow her out real quick.
Oh, you
So,
mean like
we
in
don't,
an old time movie?
yeah, we don't want any smells coming up. There's no breast play almost ever. Like, sometimes they'll just throw the nipple out
I
of the
just don't.
corset.
I don't know that that's a thing, though. We can't say that based on the movies. They know because these movies know what it was like to have sex back in the 1700s. They don't know that.
No, everything's always completely 100%
They're
accurate
thinking.
in movies.
These people are thinking what we're thinking. Like this must have been gross back in the 1700s.
It had to have been gross. They never showered. They had to like go down to the
bathed.
river. Like they had to
In a van
walk
down
to
by the
a
river.
river. They had to walk
They had a
7
horse to a
miles
river.
and sweat their ass off to get to a river to clean their assholes.
I bet they watched every day because they were just farming. They weren't doing anything other than farming. They didn't leave their town. They had one fucking river or the ocean or water source. They didn't live anywhere but near water. You had to live near water. So they
So
were
they just
constantly
bathed.
they were bathing. So they may have been cleaner than we are.
I highly doubt it.
Probably not, but you know, they didn't have soap.
Yeah, they exactly. They
No,
didn't
they
have
had to have
soap.
soap. They had to have soap.
I don't know. They might have had something somewhat related to it. It's just disgusting. I'm so happy we grew up like even just now as opposed to like in like 93.
After 2019, I don't know. I don't know.
Dude, if you put me in a time machine, just fucking murder me or put me in the future. Never let me go in the past. I wouldn't. I would kill myself.
No, the 80s must have been fun.
Bro, all the technology we have now. Could you imagine not living without a
we
phone?
We didn't live with. I didn't have a fucking phone until senior year of high school. I didn't have shit, and it was great, and you had less stress. It was wonderful.
Think about 100 years ago. There's no television.
Have you broken your phone and not had a phone for a week? It's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
I'm just
you feel
all right,
great.
All right, how about this? It's 1700. There's no radio. There's no TV. Literally, your form of entertainment is fucking your cousin in Alabama because that was the only thing they were doing down there.
Alabama's never lost that form of entertainment. They still do that.
Yeah, well, because they think that it was the good old days.
Yep.
When it was times were simpler, but there was
Simpler
no
times.
entertainment. You had to like literally have a box that you would play with, or read a book, or a poem. Who the fuck wants to do that? And then you had to go inside and go down on your fucking crotchety, pube-infested, crab-infested wife's pussy.
I think I'd want to go back into time just to see what people looked like sexually. Like, can we just? I need to have sex with you. I'd dress up like them. I'd go in. I'd go buy myself a hooker.
You ever see pictures though of like people even from like 150 years ago? They were ugly as shit.
Well,
Like, no one was hot.
Think about it.
No one was attractive.
No.
They were like mad ugly.
Camera added like 50 pounds back then. Only adds 10 pounds today.
Now they would even paint people ugly. Mona Lisa is like a famous painting. She's a fucking disgusting whore.
Well, so being fat back in the day meant you were
wealthy, yeah.
Now it's the opposite. It's actually switched. Just
Tell me-
like the
tell me about
Republicans
it.
and the Democrats.
Because I'm not wealthy.
Yeah. It's
But
because cheap food, processed food, like wealthy people don't
Yeah.
eat cheap products. But interestingly enough, wealthy people have a higher chance of getting like heart disease and like artery issues, I guess, and like around your body because they eat such rich, like
And
cheesy,
the gout.
like, fucking food. Yes, gout, of course.
All right, next topic in the Coitus Corner. Stealing underwear. Now, I saw this on, I saw it on a blog or,
What do you
or
mean
a
stealing
website.
underwear? Like from a store?
Stealing underwear.
I think I might have to do it tomorrow. I'm out because I have to
no,
go buy a pack.
Why did that become like a sexual fetish to like break in? You know, like all in like the pornos, like one of the tropes is that you like break into your neighbor's house and you like
The tropes.
sniff
Fucking
her,
sticking with tropes.
sniff her underwear and like jerk off into it. Like, why is that a thing? Like, is that ever a thing?
Oh my God. Sorry.
Why did that
Continue.
become a thing?
This is unbelievable. He just happens to be there. They're like prepared. I'm sorry.
You're upset with the Patriots being awesome. It's
No,
okay.
no. It's literally like
love the
Tom Brady
Patriots.
gets hit in the arm. It looks like it's about to be
Yeah.
a fumble, and Edelman just happens to be running by and catches
because
the
they
ball.
have a bond.
They knew it was
unlike
coming.
anyone else.
Sorry. Oh my God. The fucking Steelers are getting cucked.
Oh boy, that's a touchdown.
Oh man, Josh Gordon. Okay.
I love the Pats.
I don't know. It's just people like the smell of the thought of the smell of vagina juice, I guess.
It's not even used underwear though. Like
I
you
know.
break in and you take clean underwear. So do you just like fabric softener? If so, why not just smell fabric softener?
Take a shirt, take a t-shirt.
Yeah.
But it's sexual. People think of it in a sexual way. Oh, they put this on their, this is on their vagina 90% of the time.
You know when this didn't happen? In the 1700s, because it's probably smelled like dog shit. And it just gave them ideas of going down on their crab-infested wife's pussy. So this
is
didn't
disgusting.
happen in the 1700s. It was just a weird, like I saw it and I was like, why is this a
Was
thing?
every guy's dick just itchy constantly? Did
Oh,
you
yeah.
always have itchy? Your dick was just
There was actually just
your
maggots
pubes-
crawling out of
yeah,
your pubes.
were just itchy all the time.
It was just a colony of.
That's why I think
of-
they had to bathe all the time. Because
They're
they
so itchy.
because
they
they
had to
itchy.
drown the crabs.
they had to drown the crabs, yeah.
It's time for our nightly crab
Crab.
drowning exercise.
Gentlemen of the town to the lake.
That
Or every Sunday they drown the crabs.
that lake had so many crabs in it.
They'd go to church and then they'd go drown the crabs.
It's what we did, okay?
Yeah.
And the last thing I had,
That's why they had such healthy fish, because they were just constantly
They're eating the crabs.
eating the crabs.
well, how come more people, like more companies, don't utilize advertising on porn sites? The only thing on porn sites that's being advertised is like, grow your dick.
Remember when that congressman dropped an ad on it?
Brilliant.
Great idea.
His reach.
Not though. I'm not voting for you. Why are you on a fucking porn site?
I would vote for you if you like actually
The
just
last
gave
thing
a
I
message.
want, the last thing I want to see is some fucking old rickety white guy show up right before my porno. I want to see some tits.
Well,
I want to see other tits.
Like, why not just regular companies? Like, you have the biggest. Everyone watches porn. Every male in this country that's not a Mormon watches porno. By the way,
lube life.
hashtag lube life.
Yeah.
I got friended by someone from the Church of Latter-day Saints on Facebook.
No, you
yesterday.
didn't.
Yeah. They sent me a message today. I didn't read it because I don't have Messenger anymore, but I need to download Messenger, I think, just to see what he said to
If
me.
you go on your regular computer Facebook, you can just see it.
I don't know, but a man from the Church of Latter-day Saints friended me on Facebook.
Should we go and troll?
I accepted it. I accepted
go troll. I mean, I know what it's all about.
I didn't
so-
know who he was, so I was like, who's this guy? And I looked on it, it was like, he's from the Church of Latter-day Saints. I'm like,
Mormon.
except this one. But
That should be a rule. Rule number 1: if anybody
That's a
from any
Mormon.
church, from Scientology, Mormonism, what's another crazy one? I think those are the two crazy ones.
being a Muslim,
No, you don't accept that. Scientology or Mormonism reach out to you to chat about becoming a member of their church. You say yes.
well, because you'd be on like a watch list somewhere.
Scientology, though, it's tough. You can only say yes, but you can't ever go because they make you pay money constantly.
True.
You have to get to each level. It's like $1,000. You really want to know what happened?
Well,
$1,000 level
thetans
2.
are very high, so you know.
Does anyone have any low thetans?
What you know? What you know? What the Church of Scientology should advertise
on porn
sites.
Actually, it would work. It would work.
Oh yes. Okay. James Little. That's who the guy's name. James Little. Hello. How are you doing? Question mark. Is it all right if I share one of my favorite scriptures with you?
Please. No.
Yes, please. Sure.
Oh.
I said sure. This is happening. So here, let me go to this guy's profile. He sent this to me this afternoon. His name is James Little, and he looks very much like a Mormon you could ever think of. He's living in Jersey City. I like how we're in the coitus corner right now, by the way.
Talking about the least courtesy group of people out there.
He's a missionary at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Oh, he's not from Jersey City then. He's from somewhere else in the country.
Guess-
Because they do their missions.
Guess where he went to school? BYU.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He is so white. Oh, this is like disgusting.
Wait, he's on his mission now?
I don't know.
Usually you go on your mission at 16. You go on your mission right before you go to college. Like
Well-
at 16 years old.
Right now, we're going to wait and see if he responds back to me.
I know way too much about this religion. If you really want me to tell you some things, ask him whatever he says to you, ask him what he thinks about. Can you please tell me how people of color get into heaven? Can you please read to me how they do that? Because it really says for them to get into heaven, their
They have to be
skin will
white?
turn white. Like in the Book of Mormon, it'll say their skin will turn white, and then they'll be accepted into heaven.
Crazy. Shout out to Bob Talbot and the Schwam, by the way. It was a year ago today that they got married. So
Speaking
just
of-
shout out.
I think I have a bet with him on the Giants winning over 6 games, I think.
Perhaps.
I have to text him about that. And Schleier, I have a bet with the Browns under 6.5. And he's over 6. Sorry.
I think that's for the Coitus Corner, though. We could get back into the advertising another
Once
day.
you talk
'cause-
about Mormons, that's the end of Coitus
Yeah.
Corner. Hashtag Luke. Oh, we didn't record our answers. Well,
Hello.
Hello, Robert.
Hey,
MVB.
how are you?
what's up?
MVB, you are on the podcast. We're doing blind bets, and you have been our lucky caller of the day.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How you feeling, Bob?
Yeah, how you doing, buddy?
I'm laying in bed, drunk, got the spins.
Oh,
What's up?
All right. So, first question we're going to ask you: have you ever shaved any pattern, like a landing strip or anything like that, into your pubic hair before?
Definitely.
Ah, nice.
Okay.
What was the last type of potato that you ate? Like mashed potato, au gratin, French fry, etc.
The last potato that I ate was cooked on the grill. It was smoked.
a smoked potato?
That's
So
Interesting.
we're both
Yeah.
wrong.
So we're both
Yeah.
wrong on that one. Question number 3, which could give me the victory or a tie. What color boxers are you wearing?
Hold, please. I'd say they're blue.
Bang! Yes.
All right, we need a tiebreaker
Yes.
question.
Are your nipples hard right now?
Are your nipples hard right now, Bob?
Nope, they're soft.
Oh, fucking A.
I win. Bang, bang, 2 weeks in a
Bones
row.
has taken
Bang,
the
bang,
lead.
Bang, bang.
Thank you
bang,
very
bang,
much, Bob,
bang,
for
bang.
being on the pod.
Have a great night.
love
Hope
you.
feel better.
See you guys later.
MVP.
Oh, yeah.
Not in good shape there.
But the first answer, definitely. I didn't expect that at all. And then smoked potatoes.
Bones,
What?
You've taken the lead officially.
Yeah.
You are now 4-4, and I am now
Was that because of my 6 for 6 last week?
3-5.
I went 6 for 6 in the last one.
God damn it.
Yeah.
We didn't give the answers beforehand. That was just a poor job on our part. But to
A little
recap,
tired.
we asked him if he had ever shaved any pattern into his pubic hair. Bones had no. I had yes. The answer was definitely. What was the last type of potato you ate? We each said French fry. Bob went with
A smoked potato.
potato. I think he meant a baked potato.
But a smoked baked potato?
I don't know what he was going
He
with.
said
there.
he had it on the grill and it was smoked.
I guess
Never
either
heard
way
of
we
that.
were wrong.
Yeah.
Third question is, what color boxers are you wearing? He said Bones had blue and I had gray.
And he was like, I think they're a blue.
After
And-
he said hold please,
Yeah.
to go literally check his undergarment, it was blue.
Yep.
So thank you very much to MVB, Most Valuable Bob, for
Yeah,
that.
that was great. I can't believe I guessed the color right. That's good. There's only like 6 colors of boxers, though.
That's true.
Yeah, there's no guys wear different colors.
I only have, if we want to go into no stupid questions, I have 5 of them. I think that'll
Do
be
it.
a nice little nightcapper here.
Do it. Why don't you give me a random?
I'm going to get a louder one.
Oh,
Ooh, the Patriots, 30-3.
okay. I guess Pittsburgh isn't covering the 6.5 point spread.
The
huh?
under's in jeopardy, though.
Yeah.
So, no
No.
stupid questions.
Patriots might let them come back. They won't, though, because they hate the Steelers.
The under's in jeopardy.
Do you think Antonio Brown told them everything? Every fucking thing.
No, he's too stupid. Big Ben doesn't even know the plays. He just runs around.
does.
So, first question. Why are like when you're in college, why is every beginner class 101? Why isn't it just 100 or 1 or 0? Why is it 101? You take like English 101 or Math 101, History 101, whatever, etc. Why isn't it like just History 1?
It has to do. It has
History
to have
100.
to do something with their fucking the way they put it into their systems.
But like, why start at 101? Why not start at 100?
Why not just start at 1?
Or what? Exactly. Why is it 101? And sometimes it's not even 101. Sometimes the beginner class is 102.
That's true.
So that's really a mind fuck. Like, you're just totally like, we're not even going to start at 1. We're not even going to start at 100 or 101. We're just going to go right into 102.
I don't really know the fucking answer to that. I've never thought about that, and now that is a no stupid questions. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
It's so arbitrary. It's like 12 inches or a foot. Like,
Yeah.
that is just what we do. Fuck you.
So it's clearly you're in your first year. I get that.
Yeah.
Well, why isn't it 11 or 12? Oh, that
Why isn't
kind
it
of-
11? Yeah, or
kind of
12.
fucking scared me. Hi, Madison. The way she worked, way more aggressive than I expected.
Next question. Why do government tax wages of teachers and nurses that have paid government jobs? Why not just not pay them that much money and withhold it from them? Why pay them a salary to then take money back to pay them again?
To keep it all uniform across the board.
Like, if it's extra work. They're paying their people, and then they're taking money back from them. Why not just give them less?
How many people
the less
contract
money?
with the government though, like that work like half the year and then don't work for the government for the other half of the year? Wouldn't it be more annoying to
I'm
like?
talking about like people like you have to like for New York City for like 99% of the jobs you have to live in New York City. So why not just not pay them the 3% that they have to give them back in in a year? It's so stupid. Just take it. Just get rid of it. Why even do that? Here's 3% of your money that we're going to take back from you in 6 months. We literally are going to take it back.
We're going to take it back. Yeah, I don't know.
And if you're the city, you're losing money because you're paying money that you don't have, and then you're getting it back. So you're not getting any interest on that money. You're just not. You never have it.
No, you are getting interest. You're getting it back.
The government is getting it back.
Yeah.
But not it like they don't have that money.
They actually technically
have
lose
less
money
revenue.
on it.
Yeah, they're
because
losing money
You have to
'cause of the
count 3% for inflation every year.
That's what I mean.
So they actually
They're
lose
losing money.
They lose money on it. Every
You'd think the government, who's all about taking as much money as we can from you, would be smarter about this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the whole issue is they set this up and they're like, people will never figure this out. No, it doesn't matter. Everyone's going to die before we have to give them their.
Yeah, I hope I don't die before I get my pension bones.
What is it? What do you get your pension at?
62.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I could get it earlier. I just have to pay like stupid penalties.
What is it, like 10% per year?
I don't know the
Not worth
exact
it.
structure.
Not
yet.
worth it.
Yeah.
Do you get 70% of your salary?
I don't
Or
even
more
know
than that?
I don't even know it. I think it's 60% because I joined a year late, but it's it'll
Still
be
very nice.
It'll still be nice because
And do you get like your best years?
your best 3 years,
Your best 3 years
averaged.
average. Yeah, that's how pensions. They're nice. They're fucking nice. So if you when
I'll
you hit
have
that
my
top
like,
shelf,
alternative savings plans to like my TIA and shit too. I'm going to retire now. I'll have more money when I retire than I do now, by far.
God willing.
If I make it that far, which I won't. Next question: what peed in my bed last night? That was just a funny one.
That's good.
Been there. Oh, no, never mind. Why do we put deodorant in our armpits, but not in our crotches? We want to make sure everything up here is all smelling good. There's no like dick deodorant or dick.
Maybe in the 1700s there was.
Perfume.
Maybe that's what deodorant it was supposed to be for the dick. Because your dick always smelled. But then we were like, why are we putting this on our dick?
We put cologne and deodorant. Like we literally make every part of our body. We put like fresheners in our shoes to like I put like soap balls in my sneakers to make sure they smell good.
I don't have smelly feet, so I'm very lucky.
Like my basketball sneakers, you put like the
I
the
like
sneaker
nothing.
balls in.
Nothing I own ever played sports in ever smells like it's weird because
is
everything
strange.
else I sweat like a fucking monster
Yeah.
everywhere else except my feet. It doesn't. The sweat never gets down to my feet. That's the problem. It never makes it that far because I am like I get the weirdest sweat areas ever. But yes,
But we take like we spruce up every other part of our body except for our like the dicks.
I'm sure there's some people that spruce up their dicks.
I mean, I remember like when I was in high school and college when I get ready, like I do like the spritz on the neck, the spritz on the arm,
Right above the dick.
and I do like one. I used to pull the pants out, do a little spray in, and jump into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just in case.
Yeah, like I want my dick to smell a little bit nicer
Yeah.
than 1930s.
Yeah.
I don't want 1930s. dick
Armenians
stank.
definitely do it. They put some spray on.
They don't. I know Armenians.
Well, they spray a lot of cologne though.
Yeah, I don't think they actually specifically do. Like, we should have a product.
Dick spray.
Dick spray.
Dick spray.
Dick cologne.
I bet there fucking is already.
Yeah, but we could market Dick cologne. And we
Hashtag
could-
Dick cologne.
Hashtag Dick cologne.
Thanks, hashtag Blue Blade.
And then we could have like hashtag asshole spray, or butt spray, which make people's butts smell nice.
Well, I just Googled dick cologne.
Did anything come up?
Yep, Manscaped refined cologne.
That's fine. We're gonna have our own product. The Boken Boys present to you
Dick
cologne. I think we're about to become millionaires.
No, this isn't for your dick.
We need dick cologne. We'll figure out like a way to make it seem like it's a specially formulated design just for your dick, but it's just basically cologne.
Oh no, wait, this is even funnier. Sorry, terrible podcasting.
It's a
Zero tolerance cock cologne.
zero
on
tolerance
Amazon.
cock cologne penis freshener. It's unavailable. There's none left.
They're out of the penis freshener.
We need to, this is our new product idea.
Ah.
My last idea was pretending to get raped by Jeffrey Epstein when I was younger. Probably not the best idea. This one might be a good one though. We can have an actual product to sell.
Can I just read like a couple sentences?
Yes, no,
from this?
please do. Please do.
Cock cologne is the perfect penis freshener to leave you smelling good and feeling confident all day long. With a simple lift and spray, you and your best friend have odor and moisture under control and are ready to play anytime.
Lift the balls and spray. You know what I mean? So it's for your grundle too. It's like gooch spray.
Safe for everyday use and perfectly fine for vaginas too. There's absolutely no taste once it absorbs into the skin. Alcohol-free and made with all natural ingredients. You get all the enhancement and no irritation. Don't leave home without your cock cologne.
This is great.
Wonderful.
Okay, we're making our own one though. I'm going to start thinking of some.
Do you like
some
their
ideas.
alliteration too? Cock cologne?
That's what had me too.
Yeah.
I love alliteration.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, man.
What a nice little, that was good. Dick
The
cologne.
manufacturers in Africa.
We could do this after. We could do dick cleavage after it. Like, well, dick cologne for your dick cleavage.
Vulva original, real vagina scent. Real vaginal scent.
Pussy spray.
Isn't it vagina and vaginal? Like, why is it like two completely different words? It's not like vaginal, it's vaginal.
Oh, vaginal and vagina.
Vagina.
Yeah. I don't know.
And you just add an L and it's vaginal.
Words are weird, man. Words are weird.
Words are weird. Words are fucking weird. Okay.
Last one I got. I only had a few here. Last one was, would being invisible make you blind, technically? Did you ever think about that? How come when you're invisible in all these superpowers, how come you're not blind?
Why would you be blind?
Because you can't see.
You can't see yourself. You can see everything else.
No one can see you. But you can. Well, how come your eyes?
You can't see me.
But your eyes.
John Cena!
If your eyes are invisible, that means you can't see out of them.
I don't know that
Right?
we're going to take it that deep.
If you are invisible, how can you see out? Like, wouldn't people see your eyes then? If that's the only thing that's working on your body,
Well,
being
your
visible?
eye, everything works on your body. Like your hands still work, your penis still works, your feet still work.
My dick never works.
Yeah, okay. Everything still works. So like people just can't see everything that's working. So that's it. It is a stupid question, I guess. But we're talking about
I
invisibility.
feel like
which
you
isn't real.
shouldn't be able to see if you're invisible. I don't know.
Invisibility is all just about cloaking, though. If you think about it, it's
Cloak
just,
and dagger.
Yeah, you're just blending in with your environment. If you put me in like Switzerland with no clothes on, I could blend in perfect. Shave my whole body, I'd perfectly blend in.
Put you in Switzerland.
Just in like the Swiss Alps, nobody would even know I was there.
All right. That's all I had for that one.
All right,
Already whammied?
yeah, go ahead.
Are we back?
We're back. Yeah, we're back.
I'll do some quick Z recommends before we get into the formal shouts. And the song I'm going to recommend, just in lieu of wonderfulness of wedding season, is going to be Shout.
Oh, I thought for sure it was going to be
Not John
John Denver.
John Denver will take a week off.
Okay, thank God.
But it's going to be Shout.
What about that new one?
I have not. Oh, the Claw song. The Claw song is going to be discussed. I have to like actually give it a good listen tomorrow. So there is a
haven't.
Claw song. I listened to it once today in the car, but I have not listened to it again. So maybe next week we'll recommend the Claw song. And the movie or show I'm watching is none of you should be doing anything else besides watching football. So please just watch football.
Yeah. If the Giants season gets bad enough, though, I won't be watching much.
Yeah, well, that's when we come back in to recommend other things. But
Yeah.
until then, please just watch fucking football.
I'm going to quickly recommend Shazam.
The music service?
No, the movie Shazam.
The movie, like with Shaq?
No, that's what you would think. But there's that new cartoon movie
Oh,
that came
the
out
new
a year.
one. Yeah,
Not
yeah,
cartoon,
yeah.
but like superhero movie.
Yeah.
It was actually hysterical. I watched it last night, and I laid on the couch for 2 days straight. I think I watched a solid 20 hours of football this weekend. I watched from 12 noon yesterday until the end of
I mean, you're still watching it now.
Yes, the 10 p.m. game or the 7:30 game. I couldn't watch any more football at that point. I also felt like shit, and then I started again today, 1 o'clock, and have not stopped. So yeah, a solid 20, might be 24 hours at this point.
Good on you, bro. Good on you.
But yeah, Shazam, pretty funny. I've rented it, so if you want my Prime
No, I'm good.
password
Thank you,
really
though.
quickly, I can pass it over to you.
I'll be okay.
30 days,
I'll be all right. Thank you.
trial free, risk free, no payments.
All right, let's get into shouts. You gonna play the song?
Oh, God damn it! I'm never prepared.
This is why we need a producer.
I haven't been prepared for anything
We need a producer, I think, just
since
to
about
like
seventh grade.
do everything for us. I don't have the yelling. I'll let you go first, Bones.
Shout out to my mother, as is of course tradition. Shout out to my sister. She got out of Florida. She wasn't during that Dorian, which fucked up a lot of Florida. Got lucky, I guess. But she was down there, was on vacation, and wasn't going to leave. And my mother was freaking out. And I was like, hey, you don't have to leave. Just like keep her updated. But I would check out the storm's tracking, like where it's going. This was like Thursday, and it was supposed to hit middle of Florida by Saturday, and like be a Category 4 on Saturday in the middle of Florida. So she didn't take the Sunday flight, which was $1,400 from Florida to New York. She said Monday. I'm like, all right, so you're stuck there for 2 weeks. That's what I expected at that point. Anyway, shout out to her. Shout out to the Giants for not disappointing in failure. Shout out to the Bills. You're going to get 2 wins in MetLife in 1 year. It's a rare feat, but you're going to do it. Congrats. Shout out to my blow. We'll talk about that on
Your
Thursday.
blow.
My blow. That was maybe of the lock of the century. Shout out to Baby Grant. Shout out to
Girthy Grant.
Girthy Grant. Baby Girthy Grant. Shout out to Luke and Alicia, obviously. One other shout out. Oh, the Honey Badger. Happy birthday. It was his birthday yesterday. Dave Hartman.
Oh, the Honey Badger.
Honey Badge. You know what he went? He went and recently went to the wall.
Donated a kidney.
No, he recently went to the wall and helped feed the Mexican families that were trapped there. He's such a nice. When he's like kind of mean in person sometimes, but like he's like such
does
a
so many
nice
great things.
He does like, and he was like helping with relief funds and like helping for Dorian as well. Like he just does good for the world.
Good for you, Honey Badger.
Yeah. But he's still, just like the rest of my friends, still a piece of shit to his friends. Like, just a nice, good old dick to his friends. That's how you know you're friends.
Good old dick.
Yeah. You have to do that if you want to be a friend. That's the end of my shout-out, so.
What up, Murph? My voice is just not there today.
Well, it's 10:50 on a Sunday, so this is shocking that you're doing this.
Shout
You're
out
going to
to-
get up and walk out and go right to bed. I know exactly what's happening. He's like, all right, I'll see you tomorrow.
Shout out to the baby club, Luca, Amelia, Cristiano, and Grant, Girthy Grant. Shout out to my little cousin Madison, got accepted to the nursing program at Stockton.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Quinnipiac.
No, and
Stockton's
she-
good?
and she's going.
I don't know about anything
She's
about
going to
nursing.
play soccer there.
Oh,
so
shit.
She'll be the first college athlete, I think, in my family ever. So that's pretty cool. So shout out to you. Obviously, shout out to DePau and Maya. Congratulations on the wedding.
DePau!
It was good to see everyone. Drew, DeLillo, Kern, your beautiful husband, Smush. Special
Smush
shout
is
out.
the best. I love Smush.
Special shout out to Val. Basically, has been my mom, and to Val's husband, who's been my dad for the last 7 days. Have just driven me around to all of the weddings.
She's just accepted who you are, huh?
Yeah, they've literally just driven me around. They've gotten all the hotel rooms, get ready for me, and everything else. They basically just been my parents for 7 days.
Who made the call to the other hotel?
I made the first phone call.
Okay.
I figured it was literally the least I could do.
What did Val do to her husband when she got to the motel, when he told her an hour? She didn't know an hour before either.
Look, she handled it pretty well. I think we were kind of just laughing about it. And then when we called the other hotel, there was no reason to be mad at anyone, so it was okay.
Well, yeah. Behind closed doors, though, you don't know what the fuck happened.
I'm sure I've never seen anyone love their wife more than Val's husband loves Val. It's adorable.
It is pretty crazy.
They're like a perfect. I love them.
Yeah, they're great.
Special shout out to Val and her husband.
Yeah.
You're not getting an anti shout out today. Just shout outs.
Well, Val never gets one.
Yeah,
but her
well,
husband does.
her husband, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Val's husband's wife, Val.
Yes. Yes.
Shout out to Lee and Heather, still honeymooning in Africa.
Yeah, Lee.
A lot of weird, funny pictures being put up there.
Yeah, like right outside their like hotel room or whatever room they're in. There's like an elephant just drinking out of their pool.
Yeah.
You seem really close to nature. Like, is there lions just standing right there? Like, what's going on?
It's very very strange. Shout out to the Bob and the Schwam. I said this before, but 1 year anniversary today, I believe was. You had a beautiful wedding. Very much enjoyed it, and I'm happy the two of you are still in love and in my life. So shout out to you guys. Let's see. Shout out to M.Soul for not stealing our food today that we know of. Did she steal any of our food today?
Not that we know of.
Yeah. So
I haven't really checked in there, but
special shout out to you, I guess.
no.
Kind
But
of.
she was sneaking something. I just was like, just come and eat it out here. She's like, that's not how I do it. I was like, I get it. I don't care. It's just how you do it.
Shout out to Mark Dante L and the missus. Shout out to Big Mike Pask, Angelo. Shout out to Soup. Angelo's going on his official honeymoon in a few days, so shout out to Angelo.
Okay.
He lost like a shitload of weight too. He looks great.
Yeah.
It's good for Angelo.
Yeah. Wasn't he in Italy recently?
He was.
No, it was just a family trip.
Yeah, now he's doing like the honeymoon. I think the Maldives. I can't remember what
that's
it said.
where. Isn't that where Bob
Bob
went?
and Beth. Yeah, I think
Yeah, that
that's
looked
where it
fucking
was.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Like they were. You literally live in the water. Like it sounds like your nightmare, but it sounds wonderful for everybody else.
Yeah. Shout out to him. Exactly.
Shout out to the Meg. No.
Shout out to B Rush. Special shout out to Soup. A lot of gambling going on between the two of us the last few days. I talked him out of in our pick'em pool. He had Minnesota -4, and I said you can't do that. That's atrocious. Atlanta's going to win that game.
So he took.
So he took my advice and switched it.
Oh,
So
you
he
should
was-
have to pay him.
He was. I texted him back and I was like, you have to fade me. You're wrong for listening to me. So shout out to you. I'm sorry about
It's
that.
not about being right. It's about being confident, and he took your confidence as being right.
Correct.
Yeah.
Last shout out is to Kim Jong Un for formally agreeing to end the Korean War after 65 years of it technically being ongoing. So shout out.
Wait, I didn't know it was still going.
Oh, this is like a few months ago, but just shout out to him because he did something good.
Taking some big steps.
Dictators can do nice things.
Well, now he's just going to attack them, not in war.
Oh,
Anyway.
my phone just died. Shout out. Oh, that's all my shout outs, actually.
Okay. Antis, real quick.
I have one. He who must not be named.
Okay. I'm going to anti-shout out Nick Saban as my one. Because that motherfucker, can you fucking cover a spread? He can cover a 50-point spread. How the fuck do you let New Mexico State score any points on you? And you win by 52? You can't win by 54? You can't win by 55? You have to take out your fucking starters? Look, just, oh, God. That's
Saban.
all. Yeah, fuck you, Nick Saban.
I'm not going to get upset about the Tampa Bay Devil Ray Buccaneers anymore. So
Okay.
I've been upset enough about them today and the fucking Lions. So
All right. Then we're done?
that's all we got.
All right, well.
We'll see you Thursday for the gambling pod, and we'll see you next Monday for hopefully Big Mike in the building. If not, we might do the porn movie titles next week if Big Mike doesn't come in. So.
Oh, aren't we going to do, we'll do that, and then we'll do the March Madness of those as well.
Oh, that's what we want to save for
no,
March Madness, actually.
Nobody will remember it by then.
Well, we can actually
I don't remember what I
we'll
ate for
do
lunch
the top
2 days
10
ago.
tomorrow,
Like,
and then we could, we'll seed them in March then.
Okay.
Seed them.
See them. Very funny. Remember to follow us on
Oh, shit.
Instagram
See, I'm
at
all
the
thrown
Boken
off.
Boys. Remember to follow us on Twitter at BokenBoys96. You can buy our merch at shop.spreadshirt.com/The Boken Boys.
Mm-hmm. We're on YouTube. Well, we're on Stitcher, iTunes, and Spotify.
Yep.
YouTube forthcoming. Follow Bones on Instagram and Twitter at Bones_Boken. Follow Z on Instagram and Twitter at Z_Boken.
And that's all. And hashtag Loop Life, have a splash.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.